I'm Abby Levine, and I am a mindset and manifestation coach whose clients have made over $1.5 billion in the last 4 years. And as part of that, I lean heavily on the divine for guidance. I don't come up with, oh, I was about to say I don't come up with anything unique, but they're literally interrupting and telling me to take credit for at least my portion. So we work together. Anyway, on a daily basis, I answer questions from my community. This is one of them. It's called Ask Abby. If you would like to submit your question to me or to your divine team, you can go to my bio, click on the link, and you can click on Ask Abby and submit your question. It's on a first come, first serve basis. So today's question is from Stasia. Stasia W. Oops, I need to go live on Insta. Hang on, uno momento. Okay, good. We are also now live on Insta. Perfect. So today's question is from Stacia W. I feel lost and I would like help with some direction. I didn't do well with my business and I don't know if I should continue to pursue my business or if I should go back to school. Can I help you? And the answer is, of course. Hi, Robin. Welcome. Of course, I can help you, Stacia. So let's go ahead and see what your team has to say about that since I have very, very little knowledge on you or who you are. I know you're in my community and I love having you, but I don't know about your sitch. So we're going to go across the veil for the answer to this one. Okay, so your team is saying yes. But here's the thing, your team is not saying that you should go back to school because they think you need more education. You don't. You do not need any more education. What you need is actually a break from the pressure that you've been putting on yourself to be wildly successful in business right out of the gate. You need more confidence. You need more tools. They're even thinking that maybe you'd want to minor in business if you decide to go back to school. Um, because they're showing me that your brain works very, very well with structure. There needs to be kind of some really rigid boundaries, some outlines in place that you can begin to follow because your self esteem is lacking. You don't trust yourself. You don't trust your voice. You don't trust your intuition. There's nothing wrong with you for that. That is just a side effect from being raised with trauma, right? So you have some trauma. It is wildly affecting your self esteem. You've made some mistakes in the past, and you happen to be very similar to me, whereby you will punish yourself for mistakes that you've made indefinitely for the rest of your life. And there's no level of self punishment that will be enough. So they're actually really encouraging you to take a break from this. When it comes to your business, there's just something that feels very meh about what you're doing. I'm not sure if it feels like it's sounded like something fun and it felt like you were following a passion when you decided to get involved with your business, but it instantly fizzled out. Like there was something about making money doing what you're doing that is just not in alignment with you. And so it's not that you're not supposed to be in business for yourself. You are supposed to be in business for yourself. Everybody is supposed to be sovereign, no matter what that looks like. We're all supposed to operate from free will. Um, but yeah, it's just kind of it's got this deflated balloon kind of energy around it. And that's absolutely not the space that you're going to be able to launch and have an incredibly successful business. So going back to school feels like it's going to provide for you just a little bit of a break. You're going to get some tools, you're going to get some information. Even if the school you decide to go to is kind of like a course, like a business course, like learning how to structure a business, learning how to write, learning psychology of how people think, of how to talk to them. One of our biggest challenges when we start a business is that many of us are stuck in the phase of development where we have a very difficult time to put ourselves into the shoes of our prospective client. So we're talking about ourselves, we're talking about what we think they need to know, but we don't actually know or understand what it actually is that they need to hear. We don't understand their pain. We don't understand how they need to hear the solutions. And so they don't actually hear what it is that we have to say. So, taking a copywriting course, taking some psychology classes, learning how people in different states of being receive information can be incredibly helpful when you're running a business. Because if you're just talking to them based on speaking information, it's just not going to land, right? There's so much information. You scroll on social media for 1 minute and you hit like 10 ads, right? So there's so much information. What you're saying needs to be ensnaring, it needs to be captivating. And if you're not captivated by the thing that you're doing yourself, how are you going to speak to your prospective client in a way that captivates them, right? So they're kind of thinking like just having a break from what it is that you're doing, reconnecting with yourself, figure out what it is that you want to do for the rest of time, right? Let's say that you're going to do something for the next 10 years, no matter what the obstacles are, no matter what the challenges are. What is that thing that every day you're like, hell yeah, it doesn't matter what the obstacles are. I'm going to keep doing this because I must, right? What's that thing? There are some people, there are different types of people in business. There are some people who can start a multi-million-dollar business based on exporting one specific screw. It's amazing. I am like in such awe of people who can create like an intermediary for dry cleaning chemical companies, right? Um, any Parks and Recs fans? But for most people, we need to be passionate about what we're doing in order to have the amount of momentum and impetus that it takes to overcome obstacles when you're in business for yourself. Okay, so going back to school is not a bad idea, but at the very basis of it, you won't be successful in a business that you feel meh about. Oh, they're also coming in and saying, there's a limiting belief that you won't be successful in business. Okay, so you've got to deal with that. Before you're able to be successful in business, you have to be able to clear out that limiting belief. Okay, good luck to you, Miss Stasia. You're on the right track. Your team is like, don't worry, babe, you're doing fine. Just like it's time for a bit of a course correction. You were plowing down a path that just doesn't feel right for you. But there's a little bit of like sunken cost of time and energy and money that you've put in to this path, and they're like, hold it loosely, repivot. Like none of your money will go to waste. Everything was for a purpose, but just like take some time, take a breath, take a pause, and like it's time to pivot a little bit to something that lights you up a little bit more internally. Good luck. Can't wait to see what comes out of this. If you have questions for me or for your divine team, go to my bio, click on the link. If you're watching this on TikTok, I have to set it up as a business before I can uh I I have a thing. I have a thing I have to submit. Go to my Instagram. My Instagram is listed right there. Click on the link and hit Ask Abby and then submit your question right there. Have a great day, everybody. Happy weekend. I won't be doing Ask Abby on the weekend, so I'll see you on Monday.